deliver something. So obviously we see, because we Arsenal, we watch it deeper, so we just look at Max and think, oh yeah, you're doing well. You've got to then score a goal or give an assist. He has to have an end product, because that's what we're looking for
100%.
For your wingers and your forward player. You want to see impact, so you want to see, you know, assist, you want to see chances created, you want to see all that. So, which, you know, from my point of view, Max has been probably the, you know, the liveliest one up front. You know, I quite like the first 15-20 minutes from Gyökeres as well. We kind of find him in the space a few times where he's battling out with defenders. I quite like that. We try to break line quickly with his run in the channel. And yeah, after you just need a bit more support. You know, I would say as well, Havertz, we used to see him playing up front. Now he's playing a little bit deeper. I know he can do it, and obviously he's been playing there before, but he's been used to play up front, so you've got less defensive work to do, less recovery run to do, less positioning to do, looking behind your back. So, you know, it's positioning as well that you've got, you know, remember that players play at different positions sometimes as well, so they've got to adjust.
It's true, and that is also what pre-season is about, isn't it? It's about trialing different positions, different link-ups, just to kind of see what could come of it for the season.
Yeah, 100% for sure. This is what it's about. If you don't do it now, you ain't going to do it, you know, in the Champions League or Premier League. So
because you know, once that Premier League starts,
it's all about result, right? At the moment, we're lucky enough to just be here and think, yeah, all right, we're losing 2-0 half tempo. You know what? Let's just look at more the individual performance, the fitness level. Looking at more deep into what we've seen in terms of just not, oh, we're losing 2-0, we're not playing well, you know. In a couple of weeks' time, that's what it's going to be about. It ain't going to be about, oh, well, we still got 5 weeks to go. No, it's going to be, it's result now. Because you know that if you don't start the Premier League on the front foot, getting result, then you end up in a, you know, fighting, and then you're playing catch-up. So you don't want that. You want to start it on flame, on fire, and that's why we're building, you know, with them games.
It's lovely as well to see Ethan come on. Of course, this is his first time playing back at the Emirates since, I'm pretty sure, since he went on loan, isn't it?
No, for sure. It's nice to see him. He looks strong. He looks bigger. He looks like, oh, yeah, he did look a bit different. I don't know if it's the haircut as well. He's had the training. It could be that. But he did look. Yeah, he looks powerful. He looked like when he came on. And yeah, it's nice to see him. I don't know what's planned for him for the season. Obviously, you know, he's back from his loan spell. We've signed Guimaraes. There's a lot of competition, so he's got to use them games and them opportunity to show Mikel, you know, I'm here. I want to place in this team. So yeah, it's important for him.
Now, Solis, he has started strong in this pre-season. He scored in his first game against Girona. And today, that cross in to Gyökeres, the one where he hit the crossbar, that was very impressive.
It was, yeah, he's good. You can see every time he gets the ball, he looks for Gyökeres. And I think Gyökeres will love that because he makes his run very quickly. Because he feels that we've got the time, we've got the advantage. Come on, feed me the ball, and he does it very well all the time. And then he carries on his run. So he's been good. He's been good. I think it's difficult to kind of pinpoint an individual performance. Because obviously you're 2-0 down. You've created some good stuff, but you don't look as sharp as you probably normally are. So it's hard to say, oh yeah, it's been amazing, but it's been good.
Yeah.
It's been good.
And the word on the street is that he's excellent at set pieces and corners and stuff like that, which, you know.
Well, we've had one on that side, and he's just poked in. You even asked me, is he ball-footed? Is he going to take it with his left or his right? And I was like, well, I don't know. Let's see.
We'll see.
And he's just poked it in. So yeah, no, I think he's one of those guys that, you know, could set pieces, free kicks around the box. It could be dangerous.
I'm excited to see him in the Prem, to be honest, because you know the Prem is the true test because it is the toughest league in the world.
It is, and I think with him, because he's been in England already with Norwich, and obviously, you know, no disrespect to Norwich, but it's you know, when you play for a team that fight for relegation, it's always very, very hard to. It's a different kind of Premier League. Now he's doing it with the champions, with the best team in the league. So I'm sure it will be even better, and we'll see the true colour of what he's capable of doing. You know, so I'm excited. It's good to see. it's good to see fresh legs coming in. You see something a bit different. And you know, saying that, we still got Martinelli on the bench, so you still got options, and you know,
Squad is deep.
yeah, squad is really deep. We still got so many quality on the bench, player that coming back soon as well. So yeah, the squad looks strong. It's just now finding the way of getting them all back at the top without injuries, without trying overloaded too quickly. And that's going to be a very, very, you know, small little game details. Oh, it's going to be tough.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be tough for Mikel.
I do not envy the coaching staff with that job that they have.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of individual work, a lot of individual, you know, prep, where they're going to be outside the group, training on their own, coming back for a bit, get out again, and you know, players that might not be able to play straight away, start, be on the bench, come on. Or even today, we saw Martin Odegaard starting the game and coming off after half an hour.
Yeah.
So that's probably planned. It's like, Martin, you start, but after 30, you coming off.
Rest.
It's all about minutes, and it's all about individual prep into a squad, and it's very hard to manage.
I can imagine. I wanted to ask you actually, when you were playing, when you were during pre-season, were you one of those players, a bit like Noni, who was doing personal training away from the squad, or were you just enjoying your holidays? What was it like?
In my time, we didn't have all them individual coaches that could do you a proper session. Now, like individual coaches at the top level, you've got so many.
Yeah.
So you see them guys going on holiday, but it's like they're taking their coach with them, their nutritionist, their chef.
Yeah.
They've got all that available to them. I didn't have all that, so I had to train, but on my own. So it was a lot of, here's your program, treadmill, 4 minutes on, 4 minutes off, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, and then a bit of weight, a bit of core work to keep everything ticking over. But it was not that kind of training that I see them doing. Which, when you think about it, you've had the World Cup. If you don't do that work after 4 weeks of you coming back, you need a 6 weeks before you can play.
Yeah.
So if them guys want to be ready to quickly after a week or two be in there, they've got to do that prep work. They've got to have everything all planned and organised during the holidays.
It's interesting as well, because I remember seeing Eze and Noni, and I think Saka as well, they also did a separate group session of training before the World Cup, and now Noni's doing his own individual training. But it's nice to see that it's a 24/7 job.
It's a 24/7 job, and I think when you can still go on holiday, but still do your workout, because it's an hour or two a day.
Yeah.
They don't need to do more than that, you know. So you think out your 24-hour holiday with your family, you can say, I'll get up in the morning, go and do my work with my coaches and stuff, and then I'll see you, I'll see you later in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So I think it's like a good combination for the boys to still have a break, still switch off with the family abroad, but as well getting ready for pre-season slash season, because it ain't going to be much pre-season for them guys.
It's not going to be much pre-season. And it's interesting as well, because obviously Kai was injured a lot of last season, so it's lovely to see, the World Cup for him was a little bit like a pre-season in a sense.
Well, it's been, they probably had a bit of training, or even if we, with the parade and with the Champions League final, we've been right at the end. So, they've had a bit of a break before the World Cup, train World Cup, and then now back in. So,
all right, well, speaking about back to it, we're heading back over to Dan and Andrew because
the teams are out.
Some alteration going forward, of course, as you may well have seen already. And Kepa is the player to come off. He's going to come on for the second half here. And as he did in the game against Betis in midweek. So changes afoot. Just awaiting the Arsenal keeper to take his place for this second period. Simon Leeds, of course, did play for Leeds in the Premier League last season, but was part of their Championship promotion squad. In the previous campaign, those are the two changes ahead of the second half getting underway. underway then in North London for the second half of the Emirates Cup between Arsenal and Borussia Dortmund. Really well taken goals from Inacho and Kereses from Dortmund in the first half. Arsenal with a little work to do if they are to win 5 Emirates Cups on the spin. They've dominated their own tournament in recent renewals, but staring down the barrel a little bit here, Adrian. I suspect we will see 1 or 2 academy players later on, but as it is, it's got senior players have got the responsibility.
They have, yeah, and look, it's not going to be impossible to come back, but I think to make a real imprint against this Dortmund side, who've been great without the ball, the tempo's got to be a bit higher. Got to try and play a little bit more full throttle, which isn't easy in pre-season. A lot of friendly games, you know, have this sort of slower.
Looking to go on just over the crossbar. Why not have a go? Just got a wonderful goal in the World Cup finals against Curaçao.
As a player, Lucas Matcha just very nonchalant there. Just stroked the ball, almost found the top corner. But yeah, looking forward to seeing Ilian Meillet. I think he's looked okay, actually. I think he's looked good. He was terrific. And Girona made 3 great saves, and also another one against Betis in midweek. I think he settled in nicely.
Mean to turn away from Zolis. Yeah, keeper with a lot of Premier League experience, over 100 appearances for Leeds in the top flight. 1 or 2 high-profile errors for the Yorkshire club towards the back end of his career there, and didn't play last season, as we mentioned. But as your third choice, he's always more than all right.
Yeah, definitely. He's lost a bit of confidence, that's all. And when he first burst onto the scene, he was regarded as one of the best young goalkeepers in the world. So, you know, the talent is undisputable, really.
Mecca coming forward. Heavy touch, Miles Lewis Skelly. Calafiori. Downman and Sabine to take on. Downman backs him up, then the reverse ball is good. And looking to smash one home. Ball works, good movement across the pitch. Nice effort saved.
That's a fantastic move. It ends up with Downman, who plays a lovely ball on the overlap to White. He goes for safety at the near post. I think he should lash that across the face of goal. But the consolation, it is a corner. It was a good move though, with Lewis Skelly to Calafiori to Downman. That was more like it when it comes to the Arsenal pattern of play.
Injured late on in the season, missed the World Cup. Of course, for England would have gone. England had issues at full-back in the World Cup. Against Chelsea in the League Cup. His last strike for the Gunners. Opportunity from the corner here.
Please, like, if Arsenal going to score this goal, like.
He went from out to in. Scara Alcaraz to the near post. Pulled in and then nodded away. Maker with a header, like a foul, right in front of the referee.
Look, I'm expecting a bit of a better tempo, a bit more energy from Arsenal, certainly first 10 or 15 in this half, because I would imagine the shout might be the hour. Give us 15 at the start of the second half, and then Mikel Arteta will give 1 or 2 a go. So, you know, they've really got to put it in here over the next 10, 12 minutes or so.